Okay, so it's finally here, Selection Sunday. This is what we were arguing last week on the pod that really should be the only thing that is accompanied to the college football playoff. This is the point in the season that matters, and it matters the most. I didn't know how to. I didn't know what was the best way to show you guys how we are going to react to this week's Selection Sunday. So I think the best way is just to take you guys on the ride with us. Okay, so we're a little bit late. We're using YouTube TV. We're doing some finaglerments, and you guys are going to bear with us. But this is going to be the first time we're actually going to try to do a live reaction.
I'm freaking pumped. I'm freaking pumped.
I don't see a scenario that I don't lose my mind at least 2 or 3 times over the next 10 minutes. So come along for the ride. This is Alex and Brandon, first ever live reaction. I'm excited for this. Okay, Selection Sunday. Let's see what they got in store for us. So we are tuning in a little bit late. Let's maybe turn it down just a little bit. Good God, it's so loud, actually. Why is this show so loud? God. This is really
it couldn't have been any more of a doomsday scenario,
it
right?
really was.
Alabama
Are we going to
loses,
talk
Duke
about Alabama
Duke
now?
wins.
The final
Oh my
two
God.
wins happening the way they did
Jesus
last
Christ.
night, it was just the ultimate thing to wake up to. Yes, I did fall asleep halfway through the Ohio State game. Yeah, we're going to talk about it on the pod after the Selection Sunday, okay? What a crazy thing to wake up to. What a crazy thing to wake up to. Alabama. You want to talk about a team that's, oh good God, they might not make it to the playoffs again this year.
I mean, do they really deserve to get penalized because they made the SEC championship, because they put themselves in that situation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it totally de-incentivizes, any teams want to even go to the SEC. What's the point of playing in conference championship weekend if that's all it's going to do is hinder you, But I think you're absolutely right. I think it's going to reach a point where it's like, maybe we don't even have conference championships anymore. I'm going to try to turn this down just a little bit.
I mean, they're really diminishing the meaning of it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay. By the way, Reese Davis, I am such a fan of this guy's voice. I feel like he's just the
lot.
voice of college football, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's
Oh,
perfect
I
for
love the
this thing.
Christmas setup, actually. Really nice. Nice work, ESPN, huh?
Oh my God. I mean, real quick,
The obvious ones are there.
Indiana.
I mean, I don't even think.
Indiana,
I think they
Ohio
might
State,
swap places.
Georgia.
Yeah, I think that's all it's going to be, right? Instead of 1-2 Ohio State and Indiana, it'll be 1-2 Indiana Ohio State, and then it'll. Does Texas Tech jump
I think so.
to 3?
I mean, they earned a bye. Oh, to 3? I don't know. But
No,
they're definitely
right?
getting a
They'll
bye.
stay 4, and then it'll be Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4, right? I'm assuming. Honestly, even if Ohio State
Indiana.
falls to 3,
How
which
about that
they
game
won't,
last night?
there's like 0% chance. But like, if Indiana ends up falling, if Ohio State ends up falling to 3, I don't think anyone's gonna lose sleep over it anyway. Indiana looked good yesterday. Elijah Surratt. I mean, their wide receiver core looks good, man.
Ohio State, like I
a-
said.
They have a very deep. Yeah, you did say that. Oh my God, I didn't take you seriously for 1 second. Indiana walked away. Now you did say Indiana minus 6.5. That one was a little bit of a stretch. Still, I will say that bet was closer to being hit than the fucking Ohio State minus 5.5 I took. So
Ohio State got that
that's
2
too.
spot.
Okay. So then they're gonna do Georgia into Texas Tech, and then the real questions are gonna come out, I'm sure.
Oh my God, I just can't wait to see that 5th seed.
Yeah, we
no,
just
so
went
on
over
and
this.
so forth.
Greg McElroy is on the fucking.
Yeah.
I like Greg McElroy. Excuse
He's
me.
alright.
I listen to all his college football like pretty religiously, but there's certain teams that I think he's heavy favorite for, and I think Notre Dame is one of those. Like he has been like diehard Notre Dame like spread. I don't know if he's a better at all, but since the beginning of the season, he's pretty much said Notre Dame's going to cover every single game. And then the first 2 weeks they had was pretty crazy.
Notre Dame, man, I cannot see what situation they're going to be in.
I don't know,
mean,
man. I mean,
Alabama
BYU's out.
seeding.
BYU's
I feel
out.
like Alabama's going to make it.
Alabama's going to get in. I mean, if they get punished for this, it's going to be bad. Like, no one's going to want to go to the conference championship.
Yeah.
All right, show me the wagon. Show me the wagon who covered yet again. Triple down on them. Yeah, they went down, and I tripled down on them. Come on, show us. Okay, yeah. Georgia did look good. Dude, okay, we're 100% going to talk about that Alabama play calling, right? What the hell, man? Ryan Grubb, who's been this guy.
Yeah.
I know Simpson,
I don't know what the
dude,
hell that was.
I don't know. The line did not look good. I mean, maybe this Georgia team just needed to take time to get into their true form. They looked more like old school Georgia last night.
They started to come more and more informed as the season went on. 100%.
That front,
they were one of those teams.
You know, they don't have Jalen Carter anymore, but it really felt at some points like that interior D tackle was just getting to Ty Simpson in less than a second, man. It was scary. Yes.
There's
the wagon.
Guys.
The wagon. The wagon. Huh?
Oh man.
Getting
now
this
is where we get juicy,
Getting
right?
By. How crazy is that? The Ohio State to win a national championship bet does look a little bit scarier for me now after I took it last week, but let's go. The boys in Lubbock. Oh my god.
The boys in Lubbock, baby. Lubbock, Texas.
Goodness.
Something in the air. Oil in the freaking
Apparently
program.
they have the best football facility in the country. Like better than anyone in the SEC too. That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told.
I think Lane's got something to say about that in Baton Rouge.
I see some gold over them. What's that going on? Does that mean that they won this past weekend? Oh, it's the
I
conference
believe that,
champion.
yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see it now. They never pointed them out like that. Okay. What are we seeing at 5? I don't even remember. What was the old list again? I feel like A&M was at 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma was at Oklahoma at 8?
8.
Oregon. Wow, they
Oregon
really
at
like
5.
Oregon. They really like Oregon like that?
Yeah. I mean,
11-1, whatever. We'll give them 11-1. I understand it. I understand it. But like,
their one loss was against the conference champion.
Okay? If Oregon plays Texas A&M on a neutral field, do we? I literally get sick to my stomach when I see that play.
Boy.
I'm so sorry. I literally had like flashbacks of that weekend and everything. I'm so sorry. Holy crap! I just got so sick so quick. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if they play on a neutral field, A&M is favored there, right? At least by 2.5, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
On a neutral field, yeah. I haven't seen enough from Oregon to consider them like a dominant. They
Oregon
really
hosting
had
a
dominant.
playoff, dude. Big Ten. The thing is like.
Oh no, it's not going to be on a neutral field. Yeah, Oregon's going to host.
No, these next 4 games are all going to be. That's the home field advantage that they played for, and Oregon deserves it. Ole Miss deserves it too. And here comes.
Man.
Oh damn!
It just makes me sad.
Damn, A&M and Indiana. There's going to be some gauntlet schedules, bro. There's going to be some gauntlet schedules.
And I believe the
Ole
OC
Miss.
Charlie Weiss is going to be.
Ole Miss actually
be
might
coaching for
finesse. Ole Miss might actually finesse a really easy schedule. And I understand.
They
might. The thing is the Georgia matchup. I really, really think they can pull off something crazy, especially if that first round bye is one of those Group of 5 champions that ends up sneaking in, because they're at the 6, right? That's who they would play theoretically. Is the 5 and 6 have the best matchups.
Oh my!
So they didn't move.
Okay.
They kept it the way it was from last week.
So who are? Oh my God! That's kind of crazy, man. This team was undefeated.
It's good for them. It's a huge accomplishment still. Like even Elko last season he still had some like negative talk about him. I still think this is a very dominant team.
Huge for them. They still get the home game.
Yeah, bro.
If anything, a lot of teams want that home game rather than the bye and then the neutral site.
Exactly. Because the bye is like, even Kurt Signetti, one of the first things he said is like, I need to make sure to keep these guys motivated for the next 3 weeks.
Oklahoma's playing. Oh, Oklahoma's got that last one.
Okay, here we go.
So they get a home game too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is where the juice comes in.
Okay, Oklahoma also deserving.
Man.
But also, can we be honest with each other? I think if Oklahoma plays Georgia, they also get spanked too, don't they? So, like, in the scenario that Oklahoma ends up going to the SEC championship there, like...
Saban was even talking about how, like, he doesn't know how deserving... Because they haven't really had any offensive output all year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Oklahoma, like... I mean, that defense is too good to disregard. But, and they still... I think people are still holding on that John Mateer is going to do something. Like, he's just old... That old, like, early season John Mateer is going to show up at some point. I hope he
Yeah,
does.
that'll never
That would be
happen.
great. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh, Bubba.
Oh, and the penultimate. I've been seeing
my
that word a lot.
God.
That's their new buzzword this year. I noticed. Penultimate rankings. Just call it the second to last, bro.
Dude.
The three
Miami's
team.
gotta
The
make
fact
it.
that
Miami's gotta
Alabama's
make it.
even
Enough is
on
enough.
here like this is pretty crazy.
They have a top 10 strength of schedule, a top 10 strength of ranking.
Okay. Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my
Not even
God.
drop that much, huh? Oh my God.
Wow. Holy.
They want the rematch. They wanted the rematch.
Yo, this is gonna be a good one. Regardless of how you feel about them being in that spot,
Oh,
that
shit.
game is gonna be
And
fireworks.
dude, the thing is, Alabama looked so bad last night. Oh my God.
They did have, I believe, 10 injuries. They had a lot of injuries. They were
Dude,
really
they're
bad
so
and down.
depleted. They're so
Yeah.
depleted.
Man,
No,
Ty Simpson's
there was a
gonna turn
fourth
up.
down throw when they were down by 2 touchdowns on their own 20. That was like, it was like a 4th and 2, and they went for the deep shot, and it wasn't even remotely. I was like, dude, like Alabama just looked bad.
Dude.
Ty Simpson looked bad. Everything
Georgia's
about-
secondary is.
But dude, you can't even
Ellis Robertson, Dalen
deny
Everett.
Ty Simpson was not playing well yesterday.
No.
He was
wasn't.
rattled.
He wasn't.
There was something going on with him. I don't know what was like. Maybe stuff got in his head, but he was not playing at all. From the start of the game until the end of the game, did not play well. 2 or 3 throws, I was like, okay, cool, great throw, and then immediately stall, immediately turnover. Something crazy would happen. I know. I know.
Who's next?
People are
Who's
going to complain.
next?
People are going to complain about this Alabama because they barely dropped, man.
Oh my God.
That's so yikes. They were, remind me again, they were 8th or 7th last week.
Bama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were.
They were.
8th,
I believe they
wanna
were.
say.
They were 8th.
8th sounds right. 9th. I mean, I don't even think they changed at all. Really?
Insane.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Oh
Come
my
on, man.
God.
Put them up.
Oh my God. You're lying
huge.
to me.
That's huge.
No,
That's
that's
huge.
dude.
That's
This
huge.
is
That's
no.
huge. That's
No.
huge.
That's appeasement. That's straight up appeasement, bro. That's
love
some
it.
nonsense. That's some nonsense.
No,
that's
no.
them. No, that's them listening to the media and it's like, oh, like Miami beat Notre Dame, dude. They deserve a shot.
They did.
I understand that, but like,
they are a good team. They are deserving of that playoff spot. They beat.
Oh
Does the
my. Notre
head-to-head game
Dame.
not matter? That head-to-head
Oh
result
my.
doesn't matter.
hold on, I
So
got some-
Notre Dame. What happens to them?
Yeah,
wait.
Notre Dame. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with Notre Dame now. How many conference champs? We have 3, so they need the top 5. That means if Notre,
Yeah.
it's gonna be between.
Tulane. I mean, one of those. Yeah, one of those.
No, it's gonna be Tulane and I don't know. I don't know what they're doing about the Duke UVA situation. That's what we're gonna find out right here.
Is JMU gonna make it?
I think if JMU finishes higher than Duke, I don't know. What if they make Duke like number 20 just for shits and gigs? Like, what if they're just like, oh, technically they're the highest ranked now because we made them 20.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, with 7 losses, I don't think you can put them in the top 25, can you?
Dude, Carson's got to turn up. Oh my God, they're
I
playing Texas
think
A&M.
low key they're gonna leave both of them out and they're gonna say, hey, you know what? We brought Miami in. We're gonna Notre Dame fans will be happy. We're gonna have Notre Dame and Miami in the playoffs. We'll leave UVA and Duke out. Congratulations, Duke. You won the conference championship, but and then you know what that means? Tulane's gonna get in. JMU's gonna get in, right? Am I mistaken? No.
Yeah,
No,
I
there's
think
not
you're
enough
right.
spots. Hold on, wait.
There's 2
Am I
more spots,
tripping?
right?
How many? Is it 4 or is it
There's
the
2
top
more
5?
spots.
Is it the top 4 or is it the top 5 conference championship seats?
I believe it's 5. Oh my God. Wait.
No, dude, there's like something is not mathing in
So
my
it's
head
between
here.
what? JMU, Tulane,
And Notre Dame. No, but I don't even think
Those are the
JMU
3.
is JMU in the picture if they only have the top 4 conference champions.
I don't even.
Oh boy, I'm actually nervous. I'm like locked in. I want to see what these last 2 picks are, and they're
Oh,
they're
God.
edging us. Why are they edging us?
Oh my God.
I mean, the Miami Texas A&M game is going to be awesome. That game is going to be awesome.
So Ole Miss and Oregon might have a cakewalk, huh?
Ole Miss probably going to play Tulane, right? Yeah. So here's the thing. That's a rematch. and they destroyed 45 to 10.
Yeah, but think about the changes. Lane Kiffin's gone.
They're happy. Look at that. They're kind of like, shoot, we gotta play the team that beat us.
I mean, if you're Tulane, which team would you want to play? You know,
maybe Oregon.
Would you not want to choose a team that's going through a coaching change?
A team that destroyed us, though. I mean, that team is all talent. Ole Miss is all talent, bro. Lane Kiffin said it himself. Like, you can have the system, you can have the plays, you can have everything, but if you don't have talented players, you're not going to go anywhere. And it's true too. I mean, Tulane is a talented team too. I hope it's more competitive. My guess is that because it's that Ole Miss is going to be like, they're going to be like 3 touchdown minimum favorites.
So you have 2 group of 5 teams in there, and it's champion not making it is a little bit alleviated by the fact that they got enough.
Oh my God!
Notre Dame doesn't.
They left out Notre Dame. Oh
beautiful,
my God!
Beautiful,
the
beautiful.
media won, guys. This is a huge win for the media.
This is a huge.
The media literally just dictated who's going to go to the playoffs. Everyone complained and complained.
Well, who
and
does
complained.
Notre Dame have their contract with? Their media contract with?
That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. Oh
That's what
my
it's
God!
all about. What is that? One Big 12 team.
It's the top 5.
How many SEC teams?
It's the top 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good to know. It's the top 5 conference
5.
champions.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like Notre Dame.
I mean, I don't think that's a huge surprise. The Irish.
Wow.
Gut-wrenching for them after being in
Wow.
firmly until
I need the camera. I need the live look at Notre Dame. I need to see.
Yeah,
Marcus
show
Freeman's
it. Show
face.
that. Show it. Okay, well, BYU. I mean, good effort.
Yeah,
But they looked.
good effort. Good effort.
I mean, they looked worse than they did in the first time against our goat, Texas.
5 SEC teams, 2 Big 10 teams, 3 Big 10 teams. Excuse me. 1 Big 12 team, and then JMU and Tulane.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's really the only 3 Big 10 teams worth going. Truly.
Dude, JMU making it?
That is absolutely absurd.
Oh, Saban is probably.
I'm curious. I want to hear what Saban has to say here.
Yeah.
Like we talked about before.
Oh, he's talking to Kirk.
Oh, you could tell he was ready to go though.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, he was like sitting up a little bit.
He started
I
talking.
mean, the
and
whole
everything.
5. I just want to say, for the record, the whole 5 conference championship thing. Just real quick, I understand that we want, like, to emphasize things that we want to matter, right? God, the sun is crazy this morning, huh? I understand that, and we want to put, we want to put the power where the power deserves to be, in the championship games, in these bowl games that were like a big deal, powerhouse matchups in conference late in the season. I understand that, but these are all things that were part of a very old mentality and an old way to approach the college football landscape. It doesn't really make sense anymore. We were having a discussion on whether Alabama would get treated poorly for having a 3rd loss on the season. But what I'm learning here now is that they value wins more than they value losses. The wins is what matters the most. And that also makes sense. The 2 games that Notre Dame lost were the ones against the elite talent, right? They ended up losing those games. So as a committee member, I'm like, okay, cool. That makes more sense. That this list genuinely makes more sense than last time. I will say, having a 5th conference champion, because you want at least, the idea is, hey, we want at least one of the group of 5 to get in, the highest ranked, theoretically, group of 5 champion to get in. This year, 2 got in because the ACC was so bad. Next year, it could be the Big 10. I mean, Big 10 wasn't that good this year, you guys. I mean, it could be a scenario. Miami gets in because of a fluke. This is a business decision. The fact that they left out pretty much everyone else, they said, you know what, Miami, this worked out perfectly. Duke beating UVA was perfect. It worked out perfectly.
Save JMU, save
Oh my
Tulane.
God! If UVA wins and they leave out Miami, UVA stays in as a conference champion. JMU stays out. Notre Dame still doesn't get in. Alabama right now is valued. I mean, oh wait, no, Notre Dame would get in because Miami would be out.
I think Notre Dame would get in. Yeah, Notre Dame would be in.
Wow. So they should. UVA losing was like best case scenario for the
Miami
CFB team, for the CFB committee.
Pumped.
Dude, Miami is. I mean, this is a chance. And here's the thing, Miami, this is your chance right here, dude. This is your chance right here to prove that you deserve to be in this playoff. I don't think they do. I don't know. Do they?
They do. They do.
Dude, losing the way they did at home, it was like to Louisville was really bad. The 4 or 5 picks by Carson Beck. I mean, I don't know. Is that Carson Beck?
He needed one of those games. He was due. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think he's one of those guys.
I forgot. You're low-key a Miami stan.
It's nice to see too, though, that they're not like they're still allowing the fact that you made it to the conference championship hold weight, you know, in Alabama's case, because otherwise, what's the point of those games?
All right, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it there. Wow. I mean, I really can we pull up the bracket maybe? Yeah, Jesus. Okay.
All right.
Let's go through this. Let's go through.
Yeah.
I want you to start, and let's start with. Let's forget the top 4 because really we even talked about it when they're releasing it. We knew exactly what it was going to be. I want to start. I actually have some things to say about the 5th seed, but I want you to start. So look at the first round matchups and just tell me like off the bat as far as seeding goes. Don't go into like the matchups who you think's going to win. We'll save that for next episode. But what do you see here?
The fact that Alabama didn't. I mean, I do agree that they should be in the playoffs, but the fact that they didn't drop in like any sort of way in the rankings is kind of interesting. I do like the fact that it's the matchup for them against Oklahoma. I think that's going to be the toughest matchup out of all in the first round. That's going to be the most unpredictable matchup. I think for the Texas A&M Miami game, that Texas A&M, people are going to be leaning on that side of them winning that game.
Dude,
Miami at the 10th spot that's just it's crazy. The seeding is nuts. I'm just shocked. JMU and Tulane, both of them.
I mean, the fact that they gave Miami such a jump, they heard the noise. They heard the noise about Notre Dame, and they said it's not rightfully so. They want to use the eye test, and all this shows me is that the committee is going to be persuaded to make changes based on how the public opinion is. That's what I'm learning here. Stick to your guns, you guys. If you're going to put Notre Dame over Miami because you genuinely feel like Notre Dame has proven to be a better team than Miami as the season has gone along, then
yeah, you guys really are going to let Duke beating UVA be the deciding factor in that?
Yeah, and I know why they're doing it. They're doing this because they want the ACC to have a representative. If the ACC doesn't have a representative here, it looks so bad for the conference. At least they get to say, hey, we got Miami in. Who knows? Maybe they beat A&M. This is a great matchup. This is calculated. JMU can put up a fight. JMU's a good ass team, dude. And I understand Oregon at home hasn't even been that big of a deal, has it? Well, I saw Indiana go and destroy Oregon, frankly. Oklahoma, Alabama is my toss-up matchup. I agree 100%. I mean, Oklahoma being at home is huge, but
Quick, Alex, don't you think BYU maybe deserves a spot over Tulane or JMU?
No.
They did make the conference championship.
No. The problem is that it's the competitive factor. I do not feel like BYU was at any point competitive in the game against Texas Tech. Now you guys can say you can say what you say.
Okay, forget about them. What about Vandy?
Vanderbilt's. I mean, this is all. I mean, what you're doing is you're splitting hairs at this point. You're looking at.
I know.
I understand that. And Miami.
But you feel what I'm saying.
The problem is that the committee has already come out and they've already said the people fighting for the spots is 1, 2, 3. Alabama, Notre Dame, Miami. That's what it is. And, theoretically, if Alabama loses, because we didn't know at the time. Now that they have lost, and they lost convincingly, that's a big deal too. It's a 3-touchdown loss. The Texas Tech win over BYU was also a very convincing win. So why did we punish BYU as much as we did? Because it was convincing. I was most shocked that Alabama did not even move a little bit. The fact that they want that matchup. They want that matchup really bad. They want that matchup so bad for Alabama. Alabama does not deserve to be in the college football playoff. And I'm not going to be the only person that believes that. They don't deserve it. This is year number 2 where they don't deserve it. And the only reason Alabama is in the playoffs right now is because the committee snubbed them last year because of that awful loss they had in week 14 against Oklahoma on the road. They looked really, really bad, or week 13, I think it was. And so they were just like, oh yeah, we're done with Alabama after that loss. It was too bad of a loss. Dude, clearly, if you think bad losses are bad and you kick out BYU and you're not even gonna move, dude, I mean, this is absurd. The committee treating Alabama with the respect that they're treating is actually, especially after that showing last night, they're depleted.
I
and
hate this system. I hate this system so much.
They're depleted. Alabama, if anything, Alabama should have been seriously considered to not be in the college football playoffs. If anything, they should have been 10. I mean, the fact that they didn't even move. They wanted they wanted Miami to play A&M, I guess. Maybe that'll be more of a fun game than Miami, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Alabama A&M is always a fun game.
Dude. So, okay, looking at this right now, who wins it all? Who has the best pathway to really... I mean, look at Texas Tech, Alex. Look at Texas Tech.
I understand that, but I think Ole Miss has the easiest path to get to the semis. Probably it doesn't seem like that much of a gauntlet compared to like what JMU has to go. I mean, Oregon has to play JMU. That is going to be a difficult game. JMU is like one of those sneaky good teams, dude. And then they have to play our GOAT, our absolute wagon, Texas Tech. That's going to be no joke of a game. I mean, Oklahoma, Alabama.
Sounds like you think JMU is going to pull it off.
Oh, I'm going to be put. You know what the problem is? In Virginia, you can't bet on Virginia schools. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to drive up to Maryland.
Offshore accounts. We're gonna have to make some calls. We got some JMU representatives that can hold it down. Shout out to Moy Rico. Shout out to Swift Malk. You know what I mean? Those guys are gonna hold it down for us.
There's a reason Bob Chesney got an upgrade after just 1 year. 1 year with JMU.
Two, I believe two.
He was with the program for 2 years, and he gets an instant upgrade. I mean, for me, that's like.
I'm happy for him.
And he gets to coach it. And he gets to coach, right? So, notable coaches that are going to be coaching through the playoffs. John Summerall also will be coaching through the playoffs for Tulane. Who else? No one else is leaving. That's it. I don't know. The Alabama thing really just sits not so great with me.
You don't like that?
Yeah.
I understand that. I just hate the structure of the whole thing.
They need to get rid of the whole 5 conference champions get in guaranteed.
That Miami, Texas A&M, Ohio State pathway, that looks insane.
I'm telling you, Ole Miss just has to beat Tulane, which they already destroyed, and they put up a fight against Georgia. They were in the lead that game for like 80% of the game, and that was at Georgia too. So I think on a neutral site, like Ole Miss actually has a pretty good chance to get to the semis here, I'd say, and that's without Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do also get there without Lane, we're gonna have a serious conversation about Lane's impact on the team and whether talent just matters. Uncomfortable conversation coming out soon. Miami is a tough one. I think that part anyone that has to go through Texas Tech, Indiana, or Ohio State. I personally think those 3 teams are too scary on defense. That's what it is for me. I'm a defensive guy. I like watching defense more. And Georgia, I've seen shootouts with Georgia. Granted, the defense looked really, really good yesterday against Alabama, but I've just seen too many times when Georgia's defense has looked sus. I mean, you can't even deny, like, Ohio State, their secondary, yeah, you guys gave up a few big plays, 20-plus plays, but at the end of the day, the points defense still showed up. They held Indiana, who's been torching teams, 60, 70 points. They held them to 13. And that game is pretty much exactly what you said was going to happen, right? You said, Ohio State is going to be riding that high and everyone's going to be talking about how Ohio State is the best team in the country, which in my opinion, I still do believe they are. You can call that emotion. Indiana's still an amazing team. I think that team is so good, but I think if we see that matchup again, things might play out a little bit differently. There's a good chance they do.
My finals prediction, the championship will be Texas A&M versus Indiana.
You've lost your marbles. You've actually lost your marbles.
Mm-hmm.
A&M would have to beat
and you're going to help me find them in the championship.
A&M would have to beat Miami, beat Ohio State, beat the winner of Georgia Ole Miss.
Yep. Keep going. And then Indiana.
And then they would have
Indiana would have to beat Alabama or Oklahoma.
No,
and
Indiana
would have to beat the winner between the.
I mean, Indiana gets a bye. What I like about Indiana's schedule is like both Alabama and Oklahoma kind of look sus to me at this point. Oklahoma has very obvious problems on offense. Alabama showed yesterday that they have very obvious problems on offense too. Whether it's their line is having issues, their run protection out of their backfield. I don't know what it was, but that D line was literally causing pressure every single snap. So both of them look sus to me. Indiana looks really good against either one of those teams. What I'm scared, and is if it ends up being Tech versus Indiana in the semis, Texas Tech, I don't even know who I'm going to root for there. I have to take Texas Tech because they're our wagon,
You have to.
but I'm scared, bro. That I feel like Indiana might end up.
That's going to be the toughest matchup.
I do see Indiana with what they're facing on that side of the graph. They're probably going to go to the finals. They'll probably go to the ship. I don't know if they're going to win. They're either going to have to beat Ohio State or beat Georgia. That's what I see happening. Is you're going to have to either beat Georgia or Ohio State. And
Texas Tech, man.
beating
I
Ohio
love that
State,
squad.
holy crap. Like Kurt Signetti, I have no doubt anymore. You're an amazing head coach. But beating Ohio State twice in one season, it's incredibly difficult. Look at Alabama. They tried to beat Georgia twice in one season. It's incredibly difficult. Dude, against elite, talented teams, they will find out what they did wrong the first time, and they will make the changes. And it's not like they have... Guys, Ohio State has multiple first-round picks on offense and defense on the field right now. Now. Multiple first-round picks. There is no way that team is going to look at that 13-10 loss and be like, you know what? Let's brush it out. Let's freaking get... No, they are angry. And the last time Ohio State entered the playoffs angry, they showed everyone. They showed everybody.
They did.
They were like, oh, okay, yeah, Oregon. Remember when we lost to you guys because we had bad clock management? Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and absolutely torch you. Oh, Tennessee, yeah, coming to visit. Nico Iamaleava, holy crap, you made it a one-possession game at halftime. Absolutely torched. I see Ohio State going on a run. Now the question is, it's going to be Ohio State, Georgia. If Ohio State ends up winning that game, which would be insane. My money's on Georgia, by the way, for that game to cover because the spread would probably be 3, 4.5, whatever. Ohio State,
I like that.
Let's just say Ohio State wins that game. They go to the ship. I think they can still win again. They're going to play angry. I saw what happened last year.
They lost the big game near the end of it, and yeah.
They lost exact. By
They
the
find
way,
a way to use
you know
that as motivation.
Do you remember the final score of the Michigan-Ohio State game?
The most recent one?
No, the one last year. The one that they lost at home to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3-point difference.
Yeah, 13-10. The same score that they lost to by Indiana. So obviously they got out-physicaled. That run game got going early.
4th and 1
Indiana.
in the red zone both times. He walked away with 0 points.
Dude, the fact that you went for the field goal after not getting that 4th down conversion that first time around, the fact that you went
Shows
for that
how
field goal,
mentally defeated
you were.
feel.
Yes, you
just-
were completely deflated at that point in the game because I understand that they stifled Bo Jackson during certain drives, but I saw Bo Jackson still get free for a bunch of plays. He had at least 5 10+ yard runs, and that's more than enough. That's all you can ask for out of a running back against a top 3 defense in the country. By the way, okay. No, they look bad. Ohio State looked flustered. Julian Sand did not look good. I understand that he threw a pick
That
early.
front seven was giving him problems.
Yeah, they were throwing. I mean, frankly, he looked bad in that first possession against Michigan too, but he bounced right back. That's why I was just like, okay, cool. Early interception. I saw this before. He's a mentally tough kid, but he never got out of the funk. You know, the person I was watching with kept saying to me like, oh, okay, dude, this guy cannot throw to save his life. And it's because there was constantly pressure in his face. Something similar I saw with the Alabama-Georgia game. I don't know. Indiana looks...
Dude, front sevens will determine who makes it.
It's a line of scrimmage, dude. In this game,
it's a battle of line of scrimmage.
You win at the line of
That's the
scrimmage,
only. That's why I'm kind of scared of Miami. They are deserving of that spot.
Ohio State had a lot of
I don't
question marks
see-
on their O-line, especially on that right side. They had a lot of question marks, and this game is kind of like one of those games where it's, you know what? They can be taken advantage of. They can get out-brawled at the line of scrimmage on both sides. Because I saw a ton of... I mean, we're not even talking about... Like, Roman Hemby is, like, arguably one of the best running backs in the country. We're not even... It's not like, okay, cool, they're running with freaking who's-he, what's-he, and whatever, you know? This is like they have a series of backs at that school that will dominate the line of scrimmage, too. So, I don't know. Indiana will...
JMU plus 20.5.
That's what it is.
JMU plus 20.5. Tulane plus 16.5. Miami plus 3.5. Oklahoma plus 2.5.
JMU's plus 20.5. You know who else was 3 touchdown favorites in the first round of the playoffs against Texas? Against Texas, it was ASU.
Oh yes, correct.
And
And
that-
Scadaboo's
And
insane
Scadaboo
game.
went crazy.
Yeah, receiving touchdown,
okay, one
passing
more time.
touchdown,
You
rushing
said-
touchdown. It was that game, right?
You said 20.5 for Madison,
Mhm.
16.5 for Tulane. What was the Miami one?
3.5. And then Alabama, Oklahoma, 2.5.
Who's the plus?
This
Who's the
is-
plus in Alabama, Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's plus 2.5.
Yep. Oh man, the money's coming in hot on that Oregon spread, is what it looks like right now.
20.5 is the ultimate bait, bro. What do we talk about 21-point favorites? We talk about this all the time. That
20 and
number,
a half. That is insane.
that's, I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll figure
Oregon lost their OC and DC.
I'm really
Their DC,
curious.
I believe, is going to Cal. The OC is going to Kentucky. I don't know if they're staying. I believe they're staying on staff until. But like, I don't know if you saw the Oregon DC, the one that's now the coach at Cal. He's been like, he was in Hawaii, or he meeting up with JKS. He's just been all over the place. He's been recruiting for Cal. He's been, I mean, hopefully he's, you know, divvying up the time correctly or whatever and able to stay on top of both programs. But
It's
that's
tough.
a tough
I mean,
task.
it's like literally across the country too. It's such a.
Yep.
I mean, he has to acclimate to, like, what's the recruiting structure out there too. I'm sure. Like, that's a lot of work. I mean, maybe, but this is a good opportunity to go see what West Coast football is like, man. You're going into Autzen. This is a
James
matchup.
Madison,
I mean,
baby.
this is a matchup that he will probably have on his schedule a few times over the next few years. You know, he'll have to. I don't know if
Give
he'll
him
have
a
to.
little preview of what's to come.
Yeah, so maybe this is a showing. Also, you could look at it from that angle. I also think for Tulane,
This is sweet.
dude, the 16.5 is like not enough. I think Ole Miss is gonna dog walk Tulane. Especially like the one statistic for John Summerall is that he is awful against SEC and specifically against Ole Miss. He's just
Ole Miss.
trash. He's 0-3 against Ole Miss, and the point spread is like something disgusting. Like he's lost by like over 100 points at this point. So
16 and a half for that one.
don't quote me on that. It's not over 100. That's probably exaggerating. But yeah, I think we ride that trend just because it's at Ole Miss too, and they're going to be playing with something to prove, especially since they don't have Lane now.
The total points for Alabama, Oklahoma is at 40 and a half.
That's way too much. Under that big time, bro. You kidding me? Last time they played, the score was 21-3, 24-3 when they played in 2024. No. It's in Norman too, dude. That game is going to be defensive as hell. I'm sure it will be. I don't know. I could be wrong. What kind of sucks is like last year, like Penn State had a home game and it was like below freezing for the game. So they actually had like a real home field like advantage. And Kevin Jennings, I don't know if y'all remember, but he threw like 2 pick sixes, like 3 or 4 picks total. Like he did not look himself. And that for me felt like, okay, cool. A home field advantage actually affected him big time because he was not playing that awfully, earlier in the season. The Miami Texas A&M game is so interesting to me. That is so interesting to me because both of those teams is
Miami. I'm
Those
taking
are-
Miami.
those are
Even though I just said A&M in the finals, fuck it. Scrap it. Miami.
dude, like those are the teams that Notre Dame lost to.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to pin them against each other. Maybe that's the narrative is like, oh, these are both of the teams that we put in over the team that we snubbed out. I don't know. A&M is scary though, dude. And you got them at home. Kyle Field, 12th man and everything. You really think Miami's going to pull that off? Ugh.
Let's
3.5.
see what the look is like in Notre Dame. But yeah, no, it's...
Did they release the lines as the show is going on? That's so funny.
I think they have them pre-made.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Skip Bayless is so funny. Notre Dame, Texas, and Vanderbilt aren't in. I mean, I don't know. Man. What a day.
16.5. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm scared, man. No, it's A&M, dude. If it's 3.5, the 3.5, I'm taking A&M. Already, I know it. Oh my
Simple as
god. Oh my god. And the line is +1.5 on DraftKings for the Oklahoma game, so that's a toss-up.
Ooh.
Okay, I think we're gonna call it there.
I gotta watch my commies. Jaden Daniels is playing.
Yes, we got big boy football to watch.
I'm in the playoffs in fantasy.
Amazing news also. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this live look of the college football playoff 12-team field with us for this 2025 season. It's been an incredible run, you guys, and we will see you for the upcoming matchup preview this coming week.
Oh,
Okay?
baby.
We got some good ones. Those
Go
four
Dukes.
are really big. Go Dukes. Go Dukes.
Come on.
See you guys.